Good morning, Year 6. This is Friday's English lesson based on our text of Warhorse. This is your time to pause the video and complete your progress from your edit yesterday. Remember, we can still edit an edited piece. There will be some things that we've missed. Check your spelling, punctuation and grammar, and also that it makes sense. If you're not sure, send your piece through to your teacher, and we should have already given you feedback, but we can also give you some extra feedback for your progress. Today, our destination is we are going to publish a persuasive letter or speech. We spoke about why we've said it's either this is an open letter that we're writing to the men of Great Britain, imagining that we're trying to persuade them to join up to the army. How do we publish at Waterside? We publish by writing our best version of our piece. So that includes things like handwriting, that includes up-leveled vocabulary and spelling. It's our very, very best piece. It's our best piece to end the week that we want to show our teachers. We don't just rewrite the edit, we are constantly editing the edit. I know that sounds strange, but we are editing the edit as we go, because there will still be some that we have maybe missed or that we can improve even further. So remember yesterday we visited our editing stations, we went to punctuation point, and we went to lots and lots of other editing stations. When we move from an edit to a publish, we do not just copy the writing down, we need to keep editing. So pause the video now and think about your structure. Get all of your drafts together, get your edits from yesterday together, all in one place, and think about how you're going to write that in your publish. You might want to number the pages if you're writing on paper, so you know which order you are going in, or you might want to get them all together on a Word document if you're working on a computer or tablet. As you write today, you need to stop at the end of each paragraph and read that paragraph. This is the only way that we can check that what we've just written makes sense, and it also reminds our brain what point in the piece we are at. So what we've just said, so that we're not repeating ourselves all the time. So when you're publishing today, check that your writing makes sense. These are your Year 6 standards, so these are the standards you need to try and use today. We have taught you this week and last week how to use formal language. We've been thinking about very formal language. You've already been taught some of these other things in previous weeks, but we've taught you to use a wide range of clause structures. We've also told you how to use things like modal verbs, which aren't on here, but they are vital for you to use in Year 6 as you go through. For some of you, you know you're aiming for greater depth, so you might want to use things like subjunctive form. You might want to try and vary the tense if you're aiming for greater depth. Think about your own personal targets that you set yesterday. For some of you, that might be spelling high frequency words. Really focus on that today. Get that dictionary next to you if you've got one, or if not, see if you can use the internet to really check those high frequency words. For some of you, that might be handwriting, so you can choose to use a piece of paper and a pencil and really focus on your handwriting today. We can't wait to see your published pieces. Remember, just like when we are in school, these pieces need to be the best piece of writing. So from the very, very beginning, dear men of Great Britain, all the way to the end. So this needs to be a big piece of writing that is completely finished, and a whole letter. So it should have the introduction, the paragraphs in between, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then number 5 is the conclusion paragraph. So I would expect this piece of writing to be about 2 pages long if you're working on paper. If it's much, much shorter than that, then you need to write a little bit more. We can't wait to see your writing, and there will definitely be dojo rewards for those superstar writers.